That's like I think that's what Billie Eilish is going through. And I see it with people, especially in the rock community. Oh my God. Look, I don't like her music, but I think she's pretty cool.
She's young as shit too.
Yeah. She is, bro. I had no idea she was that young.
She's young as hell.
Yeah, she's like a kid, dude.
But I mean, you can't deny that she's killing it.
She is killing it right now.
Even if you don't like her message or you don't, I'm sure she doesn't really care if you do or not at this point.
Right.
Even as a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
You know? And at 17, that's impressive because I feel like when you're 17, you're a musician. All you want is for people to like your music.
Definitely.
You know? Maybe. I don't know.
No, I was thinking of Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah, Justin Bieber. I don't know why I did not like him when he came out. He literally did nothing for me to not like him.
What's because your girlfriend liked him?
I didn't have a girlfriend when he came out.
Well, okay.
I know I didn't like Lil Bow Wow for that very reason when he first came out, bro. It was like every girl was obsessed with him.
That's what.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this shit wasn't even that good.
Or like when Lil Wayne came out, everybody had like Lil Wayne posters on. I'm like, this dude's ugly.
Great guitar player.
Right. Fucking legend, bro. But yeah, man, I mean, I definitely think that's a part, especially for like young male artists. When they're like super young, Usher came out, he was like 15, 16 years old, you know what I'm saying? Handsome abs, could dance and shit. Omarion was one of those guys. What's the guy's name from fucking, not B2K, the other group? He was on Sister Sister. I can't remember his fucking name.
I don't remember
him. All these guys, man. You know, it's just like a thing.
Are you talking about Marquise Houston or some shit?
Yep, that's him.
Okay.
That's him.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I forgot he even made music.
Yeah, I know.
That's
bro. Hey man, it happens, bro. He's rich now and he doesn't have to worry about that bullshit anymore. He's like, all right, well, fuck you guys. I'm going home.
But it's conscious though.
Yeah, you know.
Is that important at that stage?
You know what? Probably. You know what, man? I don't know. So here's the thing. I think it matters to you if you know you're putting out bullshit, or maybe you don't care.
I think if you're putting out bullshit and you know it's bullshit, I think at that point you don't care. But you're financially set. I think when you're young, you have a combination of it. You want it to be good and you want to be financially set. But depending on the kind of person you are, I think once you get there and you stop caring about your music.
You know what, man? If I'm such a sensitive person, I could never make anything that was inauthentic to me. So if people told me they didn't like my shit, and I was like, damn, I was trying to be as honest as fuck. In that moment, I was trying to be super honest and make something that you could groove to. And someone was like, man, I don't like it. That would bother me a little bit, because then it would force me to look at myself like, okay, well, what am I doing that's not, what is about me that people don't like? You know what I'm saying?
So is that why some artists, like, sorry for cutting off, but is that why some artists like talk about shit people want?
Probably.
Like clothes and
probably.
Like that?
I think that's twofold. I think some of that is some of it is some people are afraid to be honest about certain shit, and or they only can tap into like their lower vibrational selves. So that's all that they put out. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because it can't be that everybody wants to talk about like, you know, higher conscious shit, but most of what we have now is, you know, like this trash ass pop music. And I'm throwing like a lot of rap into that too. So, you know, I'm being very general now, but we have a lot of commercial music out. And we've always had a lot of commercial. This isn't like a new phenomenon. This has been going on since the beginning of the fucking time. However, I'm saying it right in this moment in time right now, because this is the one that we're currently in. There's a lot of heavily commercial music, and everybody's rapping about the same three things. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting old. It's old. You know, but people keep putting it out because it's easy and everybody can kind of latch onto it.
It's profitable.
It is, man.
Yeah.
It is.
Go straight for the profit. Yeah, gangsta rap, like in the 90s when it was like the shit, like it was cool to like have a gun, shoot somebody,
man,
fuck the police, all that shit. Now it's like whatever y'all seen, but it's profitable now. Yeah, man. Well,
you know what? When those guys first started doing it, it was just like there were congressional hearings going on about that kind of thing. Now those guys had kids, right, and they came up only really hearing that stuff. You know, because before cats didn't really rap about shit like that. You know, it was more kind of fun and or revolutionary. You know, now it turned into like, well, not only just fuck the police, but fuck you too if you disrespected me. Which I think some of that was even a commercialized version of what was actually going on in the hood. You know what I'm saying? To me, when I look back on gangsta rap, not to try to go there, but I think some of that was just like, there were people talking about stuff that they saw, and everybody was like, oh yeah, I kind of see that stuff too. And now you have to like go beyond what they just said. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, I just bought a Ferrari. All right, dope. Well, I got 7 Lambos for a different day, for every day of the week. So now it's like we got to continuously one up each other. And I think some part of our humanity is just like, well, when you're dealing with pop music, is I got more than you, and I need to prove it to you. You know, so some of that is that, but we don't have those problems right now. Hopefully, y'all do have those problems soon because you're making so much fucking money. But
we won't write music about it.
You say that now.
I don't think we will.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I have to live the shit. I kind of have to live that part, but I usually stay in that.
Let me ask you this though. Let's say you guys do start doing very well, and maybe you don't have a different Lambo for every day of the week, but you start living a certain lifestyle, because that's what happens to a lot of artists. All liked you when you first came out. It's because they were way more relatable. You know what I'm saying? But now you're taking first class flights or private jets wherever you're going. You showing up, you do a show, make $60,000, and you leave the city the next day. Things change, so you sort of become unrelatable. So maybe you don't live an ultra lavish lifestyle, but then you get to a point where people maybe don't relate to you quite as much because what you do on a day-to-day basis is so disconnected from the people that you want to reach.
That's a personal choice. You don't have to do all that lavish lifestyle. You don't really need everything. You can be very simple about it. Although you're going to get a lot of pressure from public and the media outlets, asking you like, what do you do? Like, since you're a big rock star, you do so much. What do you actually do? And obviously you don't want to tell them like, I go to across the street to do my laundry. I go to the street right here to get my Chinese food.
Right.
Yeah, I'll see my mom every Friday or some shit. Like, not everybody's gonna. At least the general public watching those media outlets are not gonna want that. But obviously, at the end of the day, that's kind of what I want. But it's always the public opinion.
Yeah.
I think today there's a certain charm to that.
I agree.
If you get the opportunity, if you're a big rock star,
right.
Come see my apartment.
My 2 floor.
You guys seen the pictures? I don't know if it's actually real or not, but Mark Zuckerberg's house.
Oh no,
dude, it's like the most regular suburban crib you ever want to see.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Him and his wife. I saw the picture because they just had I don't know if they just had a baby recently. I want to say it was like in the last 18 months or so. Okay. And I saw it, I was like, fuck, I could live in that house right now. Like, I can move into that house right now. I could probably afford it, He probably lives in a better neighborhood than me, so I probably can't afford to live in that neighborhood, but I'm looking at the house and I'm like, this dude's one of the richest dudes in the world. Has like a simple life. He's the CEO of one of the biggest countries in the nation. But yeah, man, I feel you. But it's that slope is very slippery and it's steep as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't really say much to it until we,
they'll be rich as fuck soon,
right.
yo.
Like,
be on the lookout.
There's one point when you're like, I don't know yet, but like, there's one point when you're just doing shows and you don't make any money.
Sure.
Imagine you do a show, you make just $6,000.
Yeah. Sure.
Bro, you don't have say every show you go to, you start making $6,000, even more. I mean, most people are probably going like, oh shit, well, if I could do this, then
things change. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're not. Then it's like, okay, you're not living at this place no more. Now you're living over here now.
Right.
You can start dressing like this now. You can start meeting these types of people now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
I got you, bro. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I hate to say it, but we're all guys here, right? So like when your profile changes as a man, when your profile changes socially, it doesn't even have to be money, but when your social profile changes as a man, women start to change. How they treat you change. You know what I'm saying?
Rockstar. Wasn't Rockstar kind of like about that?
Yeah. You ever seen the movie Rockstar?
Is that the one with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. He was dating Jennifer Aniston in that movie, right? Yeah, I seen it. It's a pretty good movie, man.
It's a
pretty good movie. Yeah. I mean, that's something you have to think about. How do you think you would handle that?
ignore everybody.
Yeah, good luck, bro. Good fucking. Good fucking.
No, just
good fucking
Good luck,
luck.
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see.
I think I don't know, man.
Be creative about it. You don't have to be out in public all the damn time. You know.
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen. I mean, these are practical ideas, right? Like
Sure.
Actors like Daniel Radcliffe, to avoid the paparazzi, he'll walk like 30 dogs at the same time and shit, just so that paparazzi won't get near him and shit like that.
Also, have you seen like Vogue 2073 questions? You know, when they be asking like some celebrities about like random shit.
Right.
They be having like families and shit. They be living like they have like moms and dads live with them and shit. Like it's not always like I got a ball in my hand and a girl in the other. It's not
you're right, bro. But you know, there's just more opportunity to fall to temptation.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? And a lot of times those things get in the way of you being the best version of who you want to be. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just get used to it, and it's easy to get used to. It only takes 21 days to build a habit, right? You're on tour for 2 months. You get used to something real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh well, I've been staying in 5-star hotels for the last 6 months, and now you back in your old apartment. Well, I gotta get a new fucking apartment now. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just something to think about, man. I'm just asking you guys because I just want to interested how you feel about it now, because you know, 5-6 years from now, you guys might be performing at an award show, looking back at something like this and thinking, shit, you know, I was right, or maybe I was a little wrong.
I'd still come back and do the show though.
That's because you my guy. Dude.
I'll tell you this: our manager will have a mansion.